Hello. I thought I'd do a tutorial on how I played, it's one of the songs that I released on YouTube not that long ago. It's called Higher Ground. I'm going to play it on this 1967 Gretsch 6119 Chet Atkins Tennessean. I found it pretty cheap because it was in such bad shape. The binding, what binding was left on there, the original was rotted. The old acetate binding, it just deteriorates and rots. And somebody had replaced the binding on the neck and around the body with this awfully looking dark cream colored binding, and they did such a really bad job. It had glue everywhere, and the neck was all gouged up, and it was in bad shape. And I asked Jerry Rosa what he would suggest, how to take old binding off. And he says, well, you got your work cut out for you. He said, but he suggested using heat, and that's what I did. I got out my heat gun and I heated that up and took a little knife and pried it off, and it popped off pretty good. Got it all off, and while I had it off, I took all the old frets out, and I redid the neck, sanded it down to a 12-inch radius, the original 12-inch radius, and then I refretted it and put new binding on it. The binding is, a little bit too white still. It's got to age, but it looks a whole lot better than it did, and it plays really good. That's the main thing. Anyway, I'm going to do a tutorial on how I played Higher Ground, and to be honest with you, I stole a lot from a fellow by the name of Richard Kaiser. His arrangement, the intro, the only difference is I changed keys more often than he did. I start out in C, and I play the chorus always. I go back to C, but the second verse I go to A minor, the key of A minor, which is not much of a trick, because the scale of A minor is the same as the scale of C major, and it's the same notes, and it's easy to move between one or two. In fact, in the middle of the second verse, I go back to the C key of C, but the third verse I go to the key of E, and then I switch back, modulate back to the C for the ending and the last chorus. Anyway, it starts out with his intro, which I stole this from Richard Kaiser, to be honest with you. It's on the D string. Just start at the third fret with your finger. Pick that note and slide up to the fifth fret. And that's just like a little banjo roll with I don't know if you can see that or not, but these three strings right here. Not that one, just the D, G, and the B string. Anyway, you start the third string and you slide up to the fifth fret. Just like that. And then it starts, just make a C chord, a full C chord. Except you can make it an augmented. Now, if you an augmented chord, all you do is raise the fifth of the major scale half a tone. Now that right there was a little pull off. C7, F, now that's a little bit different. You're gonna go up to the key of A just for a minute, and you're gonna walk that bass down. And I like to play the A with just, get on the fifth fret, just get the E and the B strings with your index finger. And I like to leave these open because you get that deep bass with a higher melody. So it's it goes to an A minor. It's A minor. Get that seventh, then D minor, then back to G, an augmented G, now that's a G7, and on the bottom three strings, the E, A, and the D strings, hold your fingers like you're making a D7th chord up here, except it's go down one fret and get it on the bottom three strings. That's a G7 chord. And then your little finger can get those other strings. Where was I? Little finger gets that G note there on the E string. Then back to C. Now that was a pull off. Go to a C7. Back to F. C. There's that G7 again. Anyway, after you get through playing the chorus, you kind of modulate up to an A minor, and the way I do it, I hold that C, well actually make it a C7th, and go to a D7th, and work your way up to that E7th. It's like you're playing a D7 right here at the 5th fret. So it's that, and then go to A minor. But when I think about it, I can't do it. It just amazes me. That's E7. I just rock that index finger over to play a C note there on the B string. Here you play like you're playing an A minor chord, you know, but up here on the 6th fret. Then slide it down to the 3rd fret. And back down to the A minor. It's, no, where's where I'm at? Now here, right there, you're going back. You're going to play an F because you're going to go back to the key of C. And I get lost. I forget where I'm at. And a lot of times, sometimes they do that. A little trill. You hit that hammer on a pull off. Then the chorus. And sometimes I then you play a B7. That sets you up for the switching to the key of E. That's a little bit of a stretch, but you get that A flat note with your little finger. With that E7th like that, just use these two fingers. And then for that, and then I just go F up to G. Let me just play that through, and I'll. Now for the ending, I like to go back to A, you know, just I forgot how I do that. That's a D note. And the way I'm doing that, I'm getting an F sharp with my thumb and playing that E note open, like you're playing a D7th here, but don't play that F sharp there. Play it with your thumb. That's that G7. Just use those 3 fingers. Then that little Chet Atkins run that I showed you, and if you didn't see it, you just anchor your index finger there on that C note there on the B string, and pick that B string, and then pull off with your ring finger and your middle finger. So it'd be and then you hit a chord. Anyway, that's the way I do it, and I hope that helps you. Just practice it and see if you like it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.